Hello friends, Chad here, and I'm going to take you on a journey to a faraway fantasy plane, a plane where wizards sling spells at each other, all captured in a magical 60-card strategy game deck. Magic the Gathering, friends. I have been playing since way before Magic the Gathering was cool, usually after football or basketball practice in high school, going to the library to nerd out with my friends after leaving it all out in the field or the court or what have you. Such has been my journey existence and journey through life. All the sports, all the nerd stuff, and now I get to bring Magic the Gathering to you all as it's become more popular than ever. $1 million tournaments, rankings around the world. It's a global game. Wizards of the Coast. Wizards of the Coast has become so big because of Magic the Gathering that they actually bought and saved Dungeons and Dragons before it was going to go under. So I'm doubly thankful for Wizards and Magic to be able to tip into all the nerd stuff. So anyway, for those that don't know, I have been a huge fan and played Magic the Gathering on and off since my teens. And so there's an app now called Arena, which you're seeing on the screen, MtG Arena, which is free to download, free to play. Anyone can learn how to play it. The tutorials are great. And I'm going to hold y'all's hand and walk you through what the heck this game is about, how to play. And I'm going to do the tutorial that Arena offers here, and then get into an actual kind of a game, a little bit of a match to show you how this all comes together and works. So thank you for joining, and why don't we just dive right in. Brace yourselves. Here we go.
Wake up. Wake up. Whew, looks like you barely survived your last battle, but with some training, you'll become a force to be reckoned with.
Let's hope so.
Let's get started.
Let's. This little will-o'-the-wisp bringing us in here.
The
Boom!
elves of Llanowar are impressive warriors.
All right.
Perhaps one of them will help us practice.
Here's my opponent.
The forest belongs to the elves.
Oh, she's a feisty elf.
She seems like an enthusiastic teacher.
Yes.
You'll need to draw mana from lands to cast your spells.
Okay, so now we're at our first concept here. This is my opponent. This is me down here in the bottom. And like I said, it's a card game. So you draw cards, and then you play lands from which you draw your magical energy, mana, to be able to cast spells from your spell deck, aka your card deck. So, let's go. Can't do nothing without lands. Lands are from which wizards like us draw our power. So let's drag and drop. That easy.
You don't have enough lands to cast anything yet.
I sure don't.
So that's all you can do right now.
It's a nice hover option. So it's turn-based. So I started. I went on my turn. She's going on her turn.
Play another
Now
land
it's my
so you
turn.
can summon a creature.
Okay. So we've got one land out. So you see these symbols here. She's using a green deck, which draws its power from the forest. I'm using a white deck, which draws its power from the plains. So I need to drop another plains down here. So now I've got two. Look at that. 1, 2. It costs 2 white mana, 2 plains, to cast a Shrine Keeper. Let's do it. Let's cast a Shrine Keeper. Hiya! Get on there, human cleric.
You can summon creatures to fight for you.
So that's kind of part of the spell casting. You summon creatures to do your battle on your behalf. So right now on the board I've got 2 plains. You can play 1 land each turn. I've had 2 turns playing 2 lands, and 2 lands got me a Shrine Keeper, which is a 2/2 human cleric creature. I'll explain more about that in a minute. But my turn, play a land. Turn 3, 3 lands. That's good. Let's throw out another Shrine Keeper.
Only one of your creatures is ready to attack.
Okay, so when you drop a creature onto the board, they usually need to wait a turn. They have what's called summoning sickness. So you see this black swirly business around my second Shrine Keeper that I just cast. It's going to take a turn. Imagine a wizard summons some sort of creature through a damn portal, and he's just over in the corner puking his guts out for a turn. So he's not really ready to go on the offensive right now. However, this guy I cast on my last turn is. She has no defenders. She seems wide open. And she seems ready to get punched in the face by a Shrine Keeper. So let's attack. Go. So you see the 2/2? The first number is power. The second number is toughness. So this creature has a power of 2 and a toughness of 2.
You're going to pay for
Power of 2, she had 8 life, now she's down to 6 life. So that's the point. You want to bring your opponent down to 0 life or 0 cards to draw from. That's how you win the game. Alright, so she's getting sassy. It's her turn 3. She dropped a 2/2 Treetop Warden to defend herself. Let's see how we can get around that. Check this out. I've got another creature lined up. No mana to play. She's got 2. I've got 2 creatures. She's got 1. I like those odds. I'm going to go all in.
Keep pressing the attack.
And one of them's going to probably be blocked by her warden. They're going to battle. Go Shrine Keeper. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. So when creatures go fight, they do power to each other, and you can withstand as much as your toughness is. So she did 2 damage to me, I did 2 damage to it. We're gonna kill each other, basically. But you know what? War is hell. Mage duels are hell. So sometimes you gotta sacrifice a Shrine Keeper for the greater good of beating the crap out of an elf. However, that's not the end of my turn. I can play a Elephant Soldier. 3/2, a little bit beefier, a little stronger. Oh no. Look at this.
That's a big problem.
That's a big problem. And here's why. This beast is a 4/4 creature. I got a 2/2. I got a 3/2. What am I gonna do? Let's play a land. So here's the deal. This is why it's a fun strategy card game, kind of like chess meets poker, if you will, because it's luck of the draw, but it's also strategy. She's got a 4/4 beast, literally a beast, blocking for her, protecting her. I've got the 2 weenies compared to that 4/4 beast, so I don't want either one of these to die. Let's see what I draw on the next turn. I'm not going to attack. I'm going to pass the turn.
You've shown spirit. But I will show you strength.
Because I'm a gentleman. Oh, she's talking. Smack. Oh my. Now we're having fun. So, part of your decks, part of your wizard decks here, your card decks, you want lands, because without lands you cannot draw the mana, the energy to cast your spells. And there's different kinds of spells. So now we've just been casting creature spells, summoning spells. See, creature, creature, creature. She casts what's called the sorcery, which is a spell that enhances or harms.
Stand your ground. One of your creatures can.
In this case, she cast a sorcery that gave this creature +4/+4. It is now an 8/8 creature. That's a beefy beast, and I'm going to go ahead and assign my Shrine Keeper to block it because 8 damage would kill me. I'd rather not die, so I'm going to sacrifice this Shrine Keeper to be eaten by this beast. Declare the blocker. Rip, Shrine Keeper. You served me well. So yeah. Survive that turn.
Still recovering.
Onto my turn. No lands to play. However, I have a sorcery spell now. And it's to destroy target tapped creature. So here's the deal. If all the cards are upright, they're usable, they're playable. You can do something with them. Once you use them, like if you use a land to gain mana to cast a spell, or if you attack with a creature, it's called being tapped. It means it's been used. That means it can't be used again until the turn resets. So she attacked with this creature. It is tapped, which basically means she's left herself wide open for an attack from me. Here I go. Get her, Elephant Man. Boom! And now I'm going to cast this sorcery. It says destroy target tapped creature. That is a tapped creature. I'm going to destroy it. Sit down, beast.
You're not making this easy.
Okay. Oh, look at her go.
We've got
Look at her go.
cornered.
Cast the spell. Clear a
She had
path
4
to finish
mana,
her.
and she cost a 2 mana Treetop Warden and a 2 mana Treetop Warden. That's a problem. I'm not going to get through those. Tap all creatures. This is nice. So here's a spell I can cast on my turn. The sorcery. Tap all creatures your opponents control with toughness 2 or less. Toughness is a second number. That's 2 or less, folks. I'm casting this spell. Boom. See? Tapped them. Now, since they're tapped, they cannot block, which means I'm going in for the dang kill. Right to your face,
Well
elf.
fought, outsider.
Yeah, I know. No big deal. No big deal. I won. No big deal. I think you're supposed to win in a tutorial, but it doesn't mean that that's not exciting.
Ooh, shiny.
I unlocked a card.
You've
Here's the cool
unlocked
thing
a
about
new
the
card.
Magic the Gathering Arena app is they like throw you free cards and stuff from all their sets all the time for hitting certain benchmarks, wins, etc. like that. So here's a fun little card to add in a deck someday.
Yeah, good work.
All right, check it out. So we are.
If you're going to battle another planeswalker, you've got to be prepared for anything.
Ooh.
I know a guy
Look
on
at this.
Ravnica
Looks
that can
like a
teach
goblin.
you everything you need to know about tactics.
Cool thing about Magic the Gathering is they have an
Especially what
entire
not to do.
lore kind of built, much like Warcraft, Lord of the Rings, your Skyrims, whatever else. There's an entire world, universe, multiverse that has sprung up around Magic the Gathering. You know, novels, comic books. They've been making sets with different themes and different lands and different planes for, I don't know, 30 years. I think they're doing a 30-year celebration in Vegas next month, which I'm going to be overseas for. I'll survive. So it's really rich if you're into fantasy, and I've read a lot of the novels back in the day, and they're quite entertaining. I think there's a Netflix animated series done by the Russo brothers, Avengers, if you've ever seen that movie, who are doing an animated series for Netflix based around the universe of Magic the Gathering. So it's really, really fun. Really fun. So let's keep going here. I'm on leg 2 of the MTG Arena tutorial. I just beat this sassy elf. And we learned about mana. We learned about casting some creature spells. We learned about some basic attack block strategies. We learned what tapping is. Now let's go fight this horrific looking goblin. Let's see what this guy has to say. Mirror bow.
Surprise attack!
Oh, this guy. Look at this guy. Oh, come on. Alright. So that's not fun.
Yes, first blood.
Alright, don't get cocky.
Oh!
Alright, so he started off,
These things are basically harmless.
threw down a mountain, which you can draw red mana from a mountain. So he summoned a little raging goblin, which is a 1/1 creature with haste. Haste means it's not going to spend its first turn puking its guts out in the corner from being summoned. It can go ahead and attack right away. So red is a really aggressive color. Goblins, dwarves, dragons, a lot of these archetypes, berserkers, barbarians, really fun archetype. And a lot of these red creatures really want to get their attack off first. So a lot of them have this ability called haste built into them. So that's what happened there. He sucker punched me. Wasn't ready for it. Here we go. My turn. Gotta throw down a land every turn. Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
Okay, maybe worry just a little.
Look at this guy. He's got 3 of these sons of guns.
Second blood.
This guy is getting...
Alright.
You need to mount a defense.
Alright. Yeah, we're working on it, hon. So he's got... these are what you call weenies. Okay, they're little 1/1 creatures. You get them out fast. You hit hard. You hit somebody fast with them. But they're 1/1. They're weak. No offense, Goblin Berserker, but you're weak. You're weak sauce. All right, my turn. Play a land. Turn 2. Here we go. So again, just to reiterate, I've got plains here, white deck. Clerics, knights, angels, defense, gaining life. These are kind of some of the themes of white. White is one of my favorite colors, as you all know. I'm a knight nerd, so lots of knights and soldiers and stuff like that. Plains give you the white mana. My old familiar Shrine Keeper here, 2/2 creature, costs 2 white mana. Let's get him. Let's get him up here. Let him duke in the corner for a minute. Summoning Sickness. Here's the deal. He has Summoning Sickness, which means he couldn't just go and attack. However, he's here, chilling. He can block. So I'm going to take on one of these goblins. He's being super hyper aggressive. I respect that. Come on, man. Oof. Not wasting any time.
I've got more where that came from.
So I traded with a 1/1 creature on my 2/2 creature. So you can see it did 1 damage to me. That damage resets at the end of the turn. So now he's back to a 2/2. But I was able to kill one of his little raging goblins and keep my guy alive, which is always fantastic. But he cast a 3/3 creature. This guy's yeah, Goblin Bruiser. He's a little bit beefier. All right. Play a land. I got 3 mana available to me. What can I cast? Everything. Let's get them all out. Let's get out a Shrine Keeper. Yeah, that's good. Nice little army. And I got a kitty cat. Sanctuary cat. Yeah, look at this. Cheap. 1 mana for a 1/2 creature.
Hold them back.
Alright, listen. I'm not going to attack. That's just folly. He's got too much rage coming at me.
But me. Charge!
Look at these guys. Just going absolutely bonkers. Alright, so here's what's fun. You can block one of their creatures with as many of your creatures as you want, usually. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take out the big boy. So this is just simple math. 2/2 creature, 2/2 creature, 3/3 creature. 2 + 2 is 4. That beats 3. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to sick 2 Shrine Keepers on this Goblin Bruiser, and then 1/2 on a 1/1. I like that math. Let's block, and I'll take the 1 hit from this guy and live to tell about it.
Hey, nobody kills my troops but me.
Alright, so we wasted his big boy. He's in the graveyard over here, chilling. Uh-oh, what did he do? Oh, that son of a bitch. Okay. So he had another spell trick up his sleeve. A Goblin Grenade. So it's 1 red mana to cast this spell. And you have to sacrifice a goblin. And then you can do 5 damage to any target. So he wasted his little 1/1 creature with this spell. So he could do 5 damage to me. Took me down to 8. Sneaky. Play land. Alright, he's got no blockers. He's defenseless. Let's see if we can shut this clown up a little bit. Let's go.
Ow, ow, ow.
Got scratched by a cat.
Minions when you need one.
That's cute.
Oh, here it is.
Alright, what is this? Fresh hell. Oh, come on. Alright, so he cast the Goblin Gang Leader, 2/2 Goblin. When it hits the battlefield, which is what this is, the battlefield, he gets to create 2 1/1 red goblin tokens. Alright, so he brought 2 goblins along with him to fight. Alright, things are getting interesting. Alright, my turn. Turn 5. Play a land. Ooh, what's this? That's fun. Let's do this. So I'm going to attack first and not reveal what I've got in my hand. I'm going to go here. See what he does with my 2/2 creature. Alright. He takes out the gang leader. He thinks that's a worthy sacrifice, but he doesn't know I have this.
Nice defense. He'd be a fool to attack
3/4
now.
creature. When it enters the battlefield, I gain 4 life. So I'm back up to 12.
Goblin Warren.
Oh no, what is this? He might have some, he's got a card in his hand. So this is the fun part about Magic, is they could be sitting on a card, you don't know what it is. So it's kind of you got to take a risk, you got to make an educated guess. He could be sitting on something that wipes my creatures out. He could be sitting on something that makes his creatures more powerful, and I won't know until the last minute. But we're going to take a chance here and try to have a cat beat a humanoid goblin, which is ridiculous. And my spiritual guardian is going to try and gobble up this goblin, pun intended.
It's time to bring the pain.
What's coming? What's coming? Oh no. Look at this guy.
This is going to hurt.
Oof. Alright, so he just summoned an ogre. He has 5 mana. This costs, if you look in the upper right hand corner, this card costs 5 mana, 2 red mana and 3 mana of any other color. When it enters the battlefield, it does 3 damage to each player. Alright, so he ate 3 and I ate 3. So I'm ahead 9-7 in terms of the life total. But he's got a big, beefy creature right now. It's not too tough, but it is strong as hell. So, here's what I'm sitting on. Ooh, another one of these spiritual guardians. 5 mana creature. I have 5 mana to spend. So let's do this. Let's get aggressive. Let's see how he handles this 3/4 creature. He's gonna take the 3. Alright. So he took 3 damage rather than going to battle with his creature, which would have killed his creature and mine. And so now I'm gonna reinforce my little army here. Love these guys. I gain 4 more life. Thanks, Spirit Guardian. So he's coming at me pretty fast and furious. I'm gonna block. This is a good trade. My 3 power should kill his 3 toughness Painbringer. That's a good trade. I like it.
A good general knows when that beat. So you should probably get it.
Alright, Mirbo. Settle down. Alright, so he's wide open. What has he done? He's sitting on a card. That always makes me curious. That's why it's strategy, but it's also luck of the draw. Let's do this. Let's go all in. Let's see what he's sitting on. Nothing.
It's the pokey bits that hurt the most.
He was sitting on nothing. It was a bluff. So it's kind of like poker. They could be holding on a card, but it could be useless. Useless. That's a victory. That's a victory. That's victory number 2 in a row. Okay, so they got unlocked some more cards that I can use in my little tutorial deck here.
You're a quick learner, so let's try a more challenging lesson. Follow me to Ixalan.
Hopefully the audio's okay, everybody. If it's not, let me know.
Studying the nuances of combat.
Alright, so what the hell is this kind of a demonic mermaid looking thing? Alright. Let's fight him. Alright, for those just getting here, walking you through MtG Arena, which is the free to download and play app to teach you all some Magic the Gathering. I'm going through the tutorial here, which any of y'all can do if you create an account and download the app. Computer, PC, tablet, phone.
If it is
it's fun to play on all the above.
I will teach you.
Alright, so this guy is rocking a blue deck. So, blue is another one of the main colors. There's 5 main colors in Magic. Blue mana is summoned from water, islands. So, what's he up to? Obviously, creatures of the sea, weather, air, elementals, stuff like this. Flying creatures, creatures of the air, creatures of the sea. That's the sort of stuff you'll see in blue. A lot of manipulation, a lot of control. That's kind of some of the themes of blue, which is pretty fun. Merfolk, which are like humanoid seahorse people. Those are kind of like one of the races native to the Magic the Gathering universe that you'll see a lot of here. So what do we got? We got a effing seagull. So this is something new. 1/1 creature, so it's small. Costs 1 mana to cast, but it flies. That's something we haven't encountered yet, because all of our creatures have been on the ground. This particular one is up in the air. As you can imagine, a creature in the ground is not going to be able to block a creature in the air. Problematic. My turn. Play a land. 1 mana to cast another Sanctuary Cat. Meow. Alright.
Everything is connected.
Look at this.
You must understand the air, land, and sea.
Alright, sure, I'll look into that. Alright, so he casts what's called an enchantment. An
That
aura.
bird can fly over any blockers on the ground.
So it costs 1 mana to cast River's Favor, which is an enchantment. So basically what that means is it's an aura. It will enchant a particular creature that's on the battlefield. So this aura
You give it a shot.
gave his seagull a +1/+1. So it went from a 1/1 to a 2/2. So it's been beefed up. It's been buffed in gaming terms. It's buff. Alright, my turn. So he attacked me in the air. Couldn't block it because it flies and my cat can't fly. Sadly, stupid cat. But it's tapped. He's used it. He now can't block with it. My turn. Play land. Boom, boom. He can't block. He's wide open. I'll try to get him for 1 while I can. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I have an enchantment of my own. An aura. Enchant creature. So you have to target a creature when you cast this spell. This spell is helpful to my creatures. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2. I like that. Alright, kitty.
Good.
Ooh.
You've been paying
A
attention.
1/2 creature, and now it's been buffed up to a 3/4 creature. How you like that? Pow.
Obstacles
coming at
may
me.
block your path, but do not lose sight.
It's
of
really
your
coming at
true
me now.
goal.
Is
Really coming at me
that
now.
A pirate hat?
So, he popped me with his pooping seagull again in the air. Couldn't do anything about that. And then he cast a crab. Ooh, a crab with a pirate's hat. Another cool thing about Magic the Gathering that I've always loved is the art is fantastic. If anybody loves fantasy art, just amazing, amazing artwork just to check out. That comes out with every new set, which has always been one of my favorite aspects of this game. So this crab is what you kind of call it's a defender. This is a true defender. It's got 0 for power, however, it can take up to 4 damage before it dies. So it's kind of what we call a wall, a defender. It's just there to gum stuff up. This is pretty common in blue decks. You'll see them kind of gum things up with high defense but low power creatures, and then they'll try to kick your butt through the air, fly over top of your head while slowing down your forces on the ground. So we got a crab and a gull. I got a kitty. It's my turn. Turn 3. Play land. What do we got here? Oh, we got one of these guys. So I've got a 3/4 creature. 3 damage is not going to be enough to kill his 0/4 crab. So nothing I can do here. I'm going to chill. And I'll just beef up my army by casting my little elephant soldier again. 3/2, 3 mana. Boom! Not gonna block. Or not gonna attack. I'm just gonna chill. Your turn, bro. Taking a beating through the air.
Battles ebb and flow.
Taking a beating through the air. Oh, what is this? Fresh hell. Alright, he cast a water knot. Alright, this is fun. I'll explain this in a second here. Alright. So he cast another aura.
He's running out of cards.
So this time this aura, this enchantment, this aura, he threw it on my creature. This is a debuff. This is something that negatively impacts a creature. So basically it automatically taps my creature when it attaches, and then I can't untap it. Every time it's your turn, you get to untap your cards to use them again. That's how you start every single turn. Untap, draw a card, and draw off on your turn. Well, he's locked up my creature. Hence the chains. So this creature is pretty useless. He's tapped, which means he's not available to attack, and he's also not available to block anything coming my way. That's not fun. And this is what I was saying about blue. Blue has a lot of like manipulations, tap, unsummon a creature back to your hand, so you have to play it all over again. Blue is can get pretty gnarly in terms of the little tricks that it gets up to, which is kind of a fun color to play. Alright, my turn. What do we got here? 3 mana, turn 4, 4 mana. Look at this. We got another Knight's Pledge. So now I can make my cat +2/+2 even stronger. I'm going to do it. Why not? It's a 5/6 cat who has pledged to be a knight twice. I hope we can go for thrice. Twice is nice, though. Let's try to kick the hell out of that crab, shall we? Later. Cats love seafood.
If you keep to the shallows, you'll never learn the secrets of the dead.
Alright, so this guy's just wrecking me in the skies.
That sounds deep.
With his gull. Okay. Oh my gosh. So, on his turn, he came at me in the air with a gull again, and he's brought me down to 7 life. It's not good. He cast another one of these little cheapy 0/4 crabs, and he cast a sorcery spell. Sorcery spell can only be cast on your turn. You can't cast it on my turn, so you have to be kind of judicious about that. But it allows him to draw 2 cards. So he paid 2 mana, and he gets to draw 2 cards from his deck. This is the graveyard, by the way. Used spells, dead creatures, they all kind of go in your graveyard. I'm sure we'll play black. Black has a lot of necromancy, allowing you to draw cards back from your graveyard and stuff, but we'll get into that when we face that weirdo opponent. Right. My turn. Turn 5. Alright, we're going to be aggressive with our kitty. Meow. Kitty's getting full of crab. Full of crab. And now I got 5 mana, I can cast my familiar Spiritual Guardian. This is what's nice about white, is that there's a lot of life gain. That guy gives me 4 life when he hits the board. Oh, frick. What in the hot hell? Effing dinosaur.
When you get carried away.
So I've got a 3/4 creature. That gave me 4 life. So that buys me a little bit more time, because I cannot stop this flying damn bird yet. He cast a 5 mana, 3 of any color, 2 blue mana, 5 mana total, 4/6 dinosaur. Alright, so that's a pretty powerful creature with a pretty high toughness. So that's interesting. Let's see what we can do here. This guy's still worthless. He's ready to attack, but he's pretty weak compared to the dinosaur. Kitty's almost has enough power to kill this dinosaur. What do I got here? Oh my lord, look at this. Isn't this fun? So I have another aura. This one's called Angelic Reward. Costs 5 mana. This enchantment targets a creature. It's going to be a buff, so I definitely want to hit one of my creatures with it to make him bigger or stronger. Enchanted creature has +3/+3 and flying. Well, howdy doody. Let's do this. Let's cast it. It's simple as drag and drop, by the way. That's all I'm doing here on my end with the mouse. I'm going to make my Spiritual Guardian fly. Wow! How's that? How is that for a beefy creature in the air? Spiritual Guardian is a 6/7 flyer now. I'm not going to wait around. I see an opening here. This flying creature can only be blocked by creatures with flying. Unfortunately, he tapped his creature to attack me last turn, so he can't block with it. So I'm going in. Going in. Take that. Different ball game. Oh, look at you. Oh, look at you getting aggressive. Look at you getting aggressive. Alright, can't stop the gull because my flying creature is tapped. The kitty, though, should be able to stop his dinosaur, which is the most ridiculous thing of all times. But since it works in my favor, I'll take it.
The student is a river.
Boom.
The teacher is an ocean.
What have you
The
done?
master is also an ocean.
Wait.
That's fun.
What? Last one sounds
All right.
a bit fishy.
Enough of the chatter here. Oh, for God's sakes. Cast another one of these dinosaurs.
The guy I was thinking of isn't even a merfolk.
Alright, check this out.
So, I actually don't know who this guy
Alright,
is.
so this is where the strategy comes in.
I
I've got
apologize.
7 life.
It was just nice to have some company.
He's got 6 life. He's got 3 creatures. I've got
we
2.
should get going.
He's got nothing in his hand, which means there's no tricks up his sleeve. And I can do a kill shot here, because I got another Knight's Pledge. So this aura is going to buff my creature up another 2/2, and it lasts permanently. So let's do it. Let's make the Spiritual Gardens an absolute terror. And we're going to go all in through the air. And another one bites the
It was
dust.
fun while it lasted.
Seeing some questions in the chat here. Hope you're enjoying this. I'm just kind of blazing through this tutorial here, and I'll chat with y'all in a little bit here once we wrap it up. But no, these are this is a tutorial set up through Magic the Gathering Arena to teach anybody how to play with no experience at all, which is just fantastic. When I was younger, we used to have to dig out a thick-ass rule book with a super tiny print and try to figure out Magic all on our own in the early to mid 90s. So they've come a long way to make this user-friendly. Alright, so we unlocked a couple more spells to stuff in our deck here. And just to go back a little bit.
You're almost ready to take on anyone.
Yep.
Including whoever roughed you up for your last lesson.
That's
Let's
great.
head to Tarkir to learn the art of surprise.
I don't like the art of surprise. So just for those that missed or tuning in, they've got me playing a white deck, which there's 5 main colors in Magic: white, blue, green, black, and red. So the first opponent they set me up was like this elf. So she was playing a green deck. Green draws its power from the forests. You're gonna see elves, massive creatures, spiders and beasts and bears and all sorts of fun stuff. Green is known for drawing from the power of the land. If you think druids, it's known for massive creatures and just kind of brute strength. It's also one of my favorite colors to play. So we played the aggressive red deck here, which draws its power from the mountains. We played the blue deck, which is flying, manipulation, and control. Draws its power from the islands. And now we're going to go duel this, what looks to be a female samurai. Something about the art of surprise. Art of surprise.
Watch her every move. And
Dragon
be ready
Hand
for
Shadow.
anything.
Be ready for anything. This opponent has spells that can be cast on your turn. Okay, so we're getting into a new element here, which is fun.
Into my web.
Alright, turn 1. She plays, so she's got a black deck. So black draws its power from the swamps. Look at that artwork. Isn't that rad? So black mana. So you're going to see a lot of themes of like death, destruction, undeath, pulling undead things from the graveyard, zombies, undead knights, stuff like this, black dragons, horrors and bats and all sorts of creepy stuff, vampires sometimes. So black is pretty cool. It's very destructive. A lot of times, like, something will cost you life to be able to do something powerful, and you kind of like make that sacrifice. A lot of creature sacrifice in black. Black don't care. Black's all about winning, no matter who gets hurt. So we've uncovered, just a quick review. We uncovered, the first game was pretty simple, right? It's all about like, here's land. You need land to cast spells. Here's one plains, which gives me 1 white mana. 1 white mana is all I need to cast my my very faithful and loyal cat, my 1/2 sanctuary cat. So in the first match, they walk you through like what creatures are, what you can do with them, attack with them, block with them, buff them up, destroy them outright, whatever. And then we got into enchantments, auras, which kind of buff up or debuff yours or your opponent's creatures. Sorceries are like wizard spells that you can cast only on your turn. And now I think we're going to get into instant, which is another card type in Magic the Gathering, which is a spell that can be cast on anyone's turn at any time. But first, things first. Meow. That little sound effect. I will, I think. Although this is a deck of surprise, so I'm probably going to get my ass handed to me for attacking you, but let's see what you got up your sleeve. Why do you have so many more cards than me? Doesn't seem right. Okay. I don't know what's going on, so I'm going to send the cat in here to see what is waiting for me.
This is my favorite.
Oh, here she goes. Oh, she cast an instant. This instant destroys target creature with power 2 or less. Ah, oh, man. I'm sorry, kitty. 2 mana. 2 mana. Takes out a creature. Black is known for its destructive spells. Just straight up destroying creatures. Even if they're harmless cats. Alright. Thanks. Cool. Do it. Alright. So now my cat card appears in the graveyard. Serve me well, kitty. You deserve a name. I'm going to name you Tobias. Tobias the faithful green-eyed scary looking cat. Shrine Keeper. Ho. 2 mana. 2/2.
Your move.
My cleric. Oh, I don't like this. See, this is what you call, she's baiting me. Look at this. She's got a tempting wide open battlefield. She's got no defenders. And now she's taunting me to come at her. Well, I'm just going to play dumb. And I'm going to send in my hapless Shrine Keeper to see what the hell happens. Of course. So, this is fun. This is a creature ability called Flash. 2 mana for a 2/1 creature. Flash means, usually you can only play a creature on your turn. Flash, a card or a spell with Flash means you can play it any time. Instantaneously. On your turn, my turn, whenever, as long as you have the mana available to cast it. So, she lured me in thinking she had no defenders, and then she's going to, on my turn, drop a creature as the element of surprise. It's a human rogue. That's fitting. Coming out of the shadows here. And then, yeah. Why is this taking so long? We get it. We get it. We got a nimble pilferer coming at me. There it is. Alright. Now look at that. Shrine Keeper never saw it coming. Dagger right in the back. Alright. So before my turn's over, I'll get another Shrine Keeper on board. Here. Have him ready for next turn. Oh, come on. Look at this. This is when you know you're getting set up. 4 lands, which means you should be able to cast something, but you're just sitting on all these cards. Ooh, boy. I don't know what's gonna happen. Do I do it? Do I do it? Do I hold on to it? I'm doing it. Alright, so this is the Knight's Pledge again. 2 mana, buffs my creature +2/+2 permanently. Let's go. Let's see you stop this, you clown. That's fine. No, that's not fine. Okay, now you're getting real tricksies. So what she did was she cast another one of these rogues.
Don't even get a hit in.
And then the rogue locked up my creature. And before they could actually do battle, she sacrificed that rogue using this spell so that she could draw 2 cards. Oh, this is moving fast now. So that's kind of a tricksy move. That's a little bit more advanced. But because my Shrine Keeper was engaged in battle, I don't also get to dock her for the 4 life that I was hoping for. So that's a tricksy spell, and that happened a little bit fast. But what the hell did she cast? Soul Hunter Rakshasa. Cat Demon. Dear Lord, that's way better than my cat. So 5 mana, 5/5. That's a monstrous creature. It can't block, however. Soul Hunter enters the battlefield. If you cast it from your hand, it deals 1 damage to target opponent for each swamp you control. That's a great card. Very aggressive. So she controls 5 swamps. So when this thing hits the battlefield, it does 1 damage to me for each swamp she controls. That's 5 damage right to my face. And she has a 5/5 creature. Alright. We're going to have to figure out what the hell we got here. So, let's look at our cards. Talking about what you're supposed to do. Okay, so I have an instant of my own, which means I can cast it on her turn. This spell here, Tactical Advantage. So this is kind of my own little bait and switch card. It can't block, so I could go in there and hit her for 4, but then I leave myself open for 5 damage on the other end, which would kill me, and I'd lose the game. So I gotta sit tight, and I gotta think defensive, because I'm almost out of life. So I'm gonna chill.
Careful. You can't afford to take another
I
hit
ain't gonna
like
take
that.
no hits. I ain't taking no hits. Wisp.
Block first. Then it's time for some trickery.
Yeah, I know. I'm way ahead of you. Way ahead of you, Wisp. Okay, so we're gonna, they're being aggressive. They're coming at me. Thinking they're gonna kill my creature. So I'll declare a blocker. Yep.
Cast it now.
Bam! And I'm gonna cast this 1 mana instant. And I'm gonna give my creature +2/+2. Temporary buff. Sit down, cat demon.
Very clever.
Go to your graveyard like a good demonic cat. Land. Boom. Let's go. Let's see what tricks you got. You gotta be shitting me. Come on. More of these damn rogues.
Fallen right into my trap.
Alright, well, maybe not.
Get ready.
Maybe you've fallen into my trap. Check this out. Alright, so it's going to block with both and try to kill my creature. That's 4 total damage on her end coming at my 4/4 creature. We would all wipe each other out. However, I have another tactical advantage. So I'm going to temporarily buff my creature +2/+2. This is simple math, by the way, people. Magic doesn't get much more complicated than this. 6 beats 4 just about every time I can think of.
I respect that.
Yeah, you sure can. Alright, so I took out her rogue. She didn't see that coming.
I've got nothing, really. I'm at your mercy.
I love the role play they built into this. Okay, so she's sitting on 6 lands and 3 cards in her hand. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so this is another instant spell that's going to be useful for me on when it's her turn, and I'll show you why. In the meantime, she looks open, and she was.
Looks like you've let your guard down.
You're bluffing. Alright. Oh my gosh. Look at that. So before the end of my turn,
Now it's
she
my
cast more of these rogues. Oh, and now she
Hurry,
thinks she's got the
make some
win.
blockers.
She's got all these 2/1 creatures coming at me. I got no blockers. Luckily for this instant spell, cast a spell only if a creature's attacking you. Well, that's not a problem. I got 3 creatures coming at me because she's a meanie faces. So I'm going to cast this. It creates 3 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying. How you like that? So I just got 3 creatures out of friggin' nowhere. Look at that artwork. That's fun. 1/1s. So let's block. 1/1 on a 2/1 kills it. 1/1 on a 2/1 kills it. And thrice 1/1 on a 2/1. So nice that I get to use the word thrice on a stream. It's rare. Thrice blockers. Let's see what happens. Alright, so they take each other out.
You die.
Now you've got her.
It's a fair trade. Because look at this. She's got 6 life. Nothing in her hand. She's got to take what's coming. I got a Shrine Keeper that's 4/4 right now. And then I've got another one of these Angelic Reward enchantments. So I'm going to buff up my Shrine Keeper. I'm going to give him wings. He gets +3/+3 and flying. So he's now a 7/7 flying creature. That is scary.
I'll be
It's been a
in
pleasure.
touch.
Later. Later. Racking up the old victories here. What can I say? What can I say? Ooh, we unlocked some fun stuff. Alright, more creatures for my my deck here.
Nice job.
Here we go.
That was some quick thinking. When we first
Who's next?
you looked within an inch of your life. Now you're unstoppable.
Well, thanks.
Who were you fighting in the first place, anyway?
Sassy elf lady. Ooh, look at this guy.
Nico Bolas.
That's Nico Bolas.
I annihilated you. I really didn't expect to see you again.
He's a dragon wizard thing. He's cool. I gotta fight him now.
This is a terrible idea.
Yep.
There's no way you're prepared for this
Yeah, I am.
guy.
I'm ready. Alright. Let's fight this guy. Let's keep this moving. What do we got? What do we got? Eco Bolus versus C. Collins 32.
I'll make a deal with you, Planeswalker. Defeat me, and I'll let you go.
That's cool. I got places to go.
Lose, and you will serve me for eternity.
Serve you sandwiches?
Fight as if your life depended on it.
Okay. Alright, my life depends on it, everybody. Ooh, look at us. We're at the standard 20 life. This is like a real match. I've got 7 cards. So this is how you start a game of Magic. Everybody starts at 20 life. You get a deck full of spells that you put together here. You draw 7 cards to start. Here we go. I think this is a real deal match. Let's see what I got. His turn. 2 mana. Oh, look at him.
Need to make a tough decision.
He's using a multicolored deck, so he's using black and red. This is a classic color combination. Red is very aggressive. Black is very destructive, so it's pretty gnarly. This is called a burn deck, and it can be nasty. So he cast what the hell is this? 2/2 Mummy for 2 mana. I have to discard a card. That's not nice. That's not fun when you have no cards to play and you have to throw cards in the graveyard. So I have some cheap creatures in my hand, so I can afford to kind of toss a plains and hope that I draw one later. So toss a plains in the graveyard.
Throw away a dragon.
What the hell? He just threw away a dragon.
I do as I choose with what is mine.
It's gnarly.
And it is all mine.
Okay, turn 2. Here we go. 2/2 Mummy. Zombie Jackal. Oof, terrifying. Shrine Keeper. Oh, for God's sakes.
Everything
Wasted my
that
Shrine
exists
Keeper.
or perishes at my will.
We've seen this spell before. 2 mana instant. Destroy target creature power 2 or less. So he just wasted my Shrine Keeper. He hit me for 2 with his Mummy because I had no blockers. My turn. Turn 3. 3 planes. So this is cool. Like, it just kind of shows your hand here. It highlights the cards that you can play, which is nice. So that's for people that are new. That's especially like a nice feature. They did a really nice job of this. I've got 3 mana. This is a 3 mana creature. Our familiar elephant soldier friend, Steve. Name him Steve.
The only thing that matters.
3/2 elephant.
There is nothing else.
What else do I got? Okay, so he's casting a spell that allows him to draw 3 cards, but it costs him 3 life. Amen. This is a small price to pay. You always want to have cards in your hands and options. So I need to study my cards. Okay, we've got one of these temporary buffs, +2/+2 buffs for 1 mana. We've got our old friend, the Spirit Guardian, 3/4. Gives me 4 life when it hits the battlefield. And here's one of the new cards, Inspiring Commander. 6 mana total for a 1/4 creature. Whenever the creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield, I gain a life and draw a card. Okay, that's fun. We'll get to him later, because right now we've only got 4 mana, which doesn't give us much to do. Here's what I like. Do I attack, or do I stay in block? Let's call his bluff. Let's see if he... Okay. He's gonna block. He doesn't want to take the life. But you know what? I like my elephant. I'm gonna buff him. +2/+2. Surprise. Die, mummy. Die.
I will let nothing stand in the way of what I seek. Not even death.
That's tough talk, Nicole Bolus. That's tough talk. Oh, look at this son of a gun. So he cast a 5 mana sorcery. Target creature from the graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. The creature is a black zombie in addition to its other colors and types. So this is what I was talking about, the black themes. Creature can die, go to your graveyard, and you can cast some spells to pull it out of your graveyard and put it right back on the battlefield. little bit of reanimation, if anybody's into like Frankenstein stuff. Wink, wink. Alright, why is this taking so long? I get it. We get it. We get it. So you can look at the opponent's graveyard. Oh no, he pulled the dragon out. Remember on the first turn he discarded a dragon. So yeah, this is a red dragon. It's now a zombie dragon because it's undead. 4/4 flying haste. Remember, haste means that you can drop that creature on the battlefield and it can attack right away because it doesn't have summoning sickness. It's not puking its guts out for a turn. So he just blasted me for 4 mana, or 4 damage, and that's a problem because my elephant is much weaker and it doesn't fly. Alright, my turn. 5 mana. He's got no blockers. All of his mana's tapped, which means he has no available resources to cast spells. So he's wide open and vulnerable. I'm going to get aggressive, and knowing what I have lined up, I'm going to go ahead and try to dock him for 3 damage. Whoa, take him down to 14. 3 damage, well done, Elephant Soldier Steve. And then we'll cast a Spiritual Guardian. 5 mana. You remember this one. 3/4 gives me 4 life when it hits the board. Oh, you got Trixies going on here. Double cast. This is a sorcery spell that's gonna let him copy his next instant or sorcery spell. I don't like this. This is all sorts of aggressive Trixie. Red is known for a lot of direct damage, meaning sorcery and instant spells that directly do damage to your creatures. Or me, the player. It's very aggressive. It moves very quickly. It can be very brutal. Okay, man. Double cast it up. What you got for me? This costs 2 red mana, but he still has a black mana, blue mana. What the hell did he cast? Okay, so he's copying a spell, Seismic Rupture. 2 damage to each creature without flying. Oh, that's not nice. Oh no. So basically he's copied this Seismic Rupture spell, so he's going to be able to hit this twice. 2 damage to each creature without flying, which means he's going to be able to do 4 damage to each creature without flying since he copied this damn spell. You know what's coming. An all expenses paid trip to the graveyard.
Whoa!
That's not nice. Alright, so he trashed all my creatures on the ground. Sent them to the graveyard. Here's my graveyard. Elephants, spirits, clerics. They're all having a party over there. 6 mana. Alright, so I got 1 card in my hand. It's this 1/4 human soldier, the inspiring commander. Costs 6 mana. I have just enough mana. So this has kind of like triggering effects. So when I hopefully cast other creatures that meet these qualifications, I'll get some kind of bonuses that you'll see if it survives. Nothing else I can do. I'll get a creature on the board. Gotta take it in the face from the volcanic dragon. Holy, what the F? Look at that spell. 7 mana total. 3 blue, 4 of any other color. He gets to draw 7 cards. How am I supposed to beat that? That's a game record card.
My triumph is at hand.
Holy hell. Okay. So, 1/4 creature. So he's not the most powerful guy, but he's Captain America. Apparently he gives good speeches. So, whenever another creature power 2 or less enters the battlefield under my control, I gain a life and draw a card. Card draw is super helpful in a game like Magic the Gathering. You want to always be able to draw cards. He's got 7 cards, I have 1. That's the problem. He has options, I don't. I have a 2/2 Shrine Keeper, though. Alright, he hits the board, which triggers my Inspiring Commander. I gain a life. I get to draw a card because it's a creature power 2 or less. White is known for making weenie decks, meaning a lot of like less powerful knights, soldiers, whatever. So getting a ton of weak creatures that hopefully you can pump up and buff. It's called going wide, as in like trying to fill out that whole battlefield with small little creatures and overwhelming your opponent. So this is a perfect card for one of those kind of decks. So I drew a card. What did I draw? I drew another Shrine Keeper. 2/2. That's going to trigger my Inspiring Commander. I like life. Another life.
Be able to pull this off.
Draw another card. And look at this card that we drew. Take Vengeance. 2 mana sorcery, which means I have to play it on my turn. Destroy target tapped creature. This creature's tapped. He attacked with it, which means it's tapped. And that's good enough for this card. Boom. Waste that creature. Back to the graveyard with you, clown.
Soon there will be nothing left of you either.
He's got no defenders. So these Shrine Keepers just came out on my turn. They don't have the ability Haste, which means they have Summoning Sickness, which means they can't attack the first turn. They're over here puking in the Cathedral corner. Inspiring Leader, though. Inspiring Commander's good to go. So we're going to dock him for 1. In your face. What the F? Oh my lord.
Hey!
I don't even know what the hell happened.
All
Okay.
succumb to Bolas.
So this is a 7 mana creature. Holy hell. It's a Hellion. Look at that art. That's radical. So it's a 7 mana creature. 6/6 power and toughness. It's 6/6 creature. This is a monstrous creature. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to each other creature. Holy, even itself. That is chaotic. But it can certainly take 3 damage. The only one to survive that was my Inspiring Commander because it has 4 toughness and it took 3 damage. These little 2/2s, however, 3 damage sends them back to the graveyard. Okay, what did I draw? Confront the Assault. 5 mana instant. Cast this spell only if a creature is attacking you. Oh, we saw this one. Create 3 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying. Okay, so I can't cast this. He's got to come at me in order for me to cast this spell. That's the condition of casting it. And this is what's nice, is you hover over this, you see the little thing popping off to the right. Oh, this is nice. So this kind of blows it up for you. That's some bigger print, so maybe people can read it a little bit better. But these are the tokens that it'll create when the spell comes into play. I'll try to do that for you all so you can see it a little bit better. That's my boy. It's a nice outfit. Alright, nothing I can do. A 1/4 going up against 6/6 is going to absolutely annihilate my commander, so it's better to just hold. He's much more useful to me alive, because the cheaper the creatures I cast, the more it benefits me, thanks to him. So we'll not attack, and we'll pass the turn. Golly. Look at this guy. Alright, so this is bad. He came at me with this monstrous creature, 6/6. That's going to be rough. He cast another flying dragon, 4/4 flying haste. I can't even try to stop that if I wanted to. I'm going to do this. So he attacked me. This triggers this spell. It allows me to cast it now. What? Don't look so surprised, Nicole Bolas. This is great. So my Inspiring Commander is paying off big time. So these are all creatures under 2 power that hit the board. So each time they hit, I gain a life and draw a card. So here's what I did. Oh, look at this. So look at your cards. Cat, can't do anything with the cat this turn. I have 1 mana left, and I have a 1 mana spell. Our Tactical Advantage, which buffs, temporary buffs, +2/+2. So here's what I'm going to do. 1, 2. Alright, so that's 4 damage, and I got 2 coming back at him. Not enough to kill him. However, I'm going to confirm these 2 are blocking this, and then I'm going to surprise the hell out of him. And I'm going to make one of these a 3/3. That's 4 and 4. That kills his dragon. Kills my
Actually beginning to
spirits.
irritate me.
But that's a good trade-off. Okay, so I took 6 for the damn Chaos Maw. Thank God I'm gaining life from these weenie creatures, because he would have killed me a long time ago. Turn 7. Land. Cat. Nothing else. Cat will be a serviceable blocker.
Impudence.
I'll let it go. Cat triggers my Inspiring Commander. Inspiring Commander is radical. So I gained another life. I get to draw another card. Look what I drew. This is one of the OG cards from the original sets from back when I started playing decades ago. The Sarah Angel. 4/4 flying vigilance. Vigilance is a creature ability where if you attack with it, it doesn't tap, which means that you can still use it to block on your opponent's turn. See, like right now, this creature does not have vigilance, so when it attacks me, it's tapped, meaning it's not available to block when it's my turn, and attackers come at him. So I'll show you more about that in a second, but that's a fantastic card, one of my favorite cards, literally ever, all time in Magic. Look at that artwork. Come on, how can you not be a fan of white decks, man? Look at that angel. That's my girl. I'm gonna call her Stacy. Stacy. Alright, so here's what I gotta think. I gotta think defense. Alright, I'm not gonna do much damage, so I don't want to be overly aggressive. I got this damn cat. He is open though, and I'm just gonna try to chip away. So let's just ping him for 1. Now this is risky because the commander is fighting. He's got a lot of cards in his hands. He's got 3 mana available untapped, which means he has 3 mana to use, and he's got 5 cards in his hand. So I'm kind of taking a chance here. I don't know if he's got a dirty trick up his sleeve. Just in case he does, this guy's more valuable to me alive. Doing 1 damage and risking him getting killed is not worth it, so we'll just come in with our spirit. Ping him for 1. And before the end of my turn, we'll drop our flying Sarah Angel on the board.
An angel.
This pleases me greatly.
Do you really think a mere angel will stop me? My power
I do think it will, actually.
That of a god.
Not in a tutorial. Oh, you son of a... God, you shitting me. What? No. Hey, slow down. I'm trying to show people how to play this game. Holy F. Alright. Oh, God, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Man, this is rough. He killed my my damn Inspiring Commander. That was a great card. Let's look at what else. So he's attacking me with the Chaos Maw. So this 6/6 monster's coming at me. That's very bad news all around. An Ancient Crab. So again, we see one of these classic, more defensive type creatures. Very low power, 1, but its toughness is 5, which means it's kind of hard to kill straight up in combat. And then we got a Renegade Demon for F's sake. Look at that artwork. Good lord. That's sweet. 5/3. So pretty strong. Not so great defensively. 5/3. Alright, so we're going to have to work some strategy here. Here's the deal. I don't want to take 6 damage. That gets me too close to death. So I'm going to sacrifice Tobias the cat. Yeah. That's bad. He's going to get slaughtered. Alright, let's block him. I don't want to lose my angel.
Admit defeat.
I'm not going to admit nothing, bro.
You've come this far, don't give up now.
Alright, this is what's going to be fun. Let's do some math here. 4/4, 4/4, 3/3. So, this is where it becomes really fun. I got 2 flying creatures, right? One's weak. One is pretty powerful. Not nearly as powerful as his creature on the ground. This guy I'm not worried about, because at worst he does 1 damage to me. So I'll probably just leave him there to defend. This guy is a problem. So you have to kind of do some quick math in your head. To assume that next turn he's going to have his aggressive creatures come at me. A 5/3 and a 6/6. How do I stop them? How do I stop them? What am I sitting on? Alright, so we can enchant a creature gets +3/+3 and has flying. This is tough. So I either go all in and making this angel ridiculously strong, or I make this creature strong and I kind of hedge my bets between the two. That's a tough call, because he could wipe out one or the other and then I'm back to ground zero. So we'll just, you know, we're going to take a little flyer here and do this. We're gonna hedge the bets. We're gonna get 2/4/4 flyers. Here's the cool thing. This angel, you see, vigilance attacking doesn't cause a creature with vigilance to tap. So they're naturally more defensive, which means I'm gonna send her in, let her do her 4 damage, but then she's not tapped. She's still here to block, and that's a feature of white cards. Oh boy. So this is where it gets fun. So I'm going to try to keep my angel alive. So here's some math. I can afford to take the 1. Can't afford to take that and that. That kills me. That's 12 total damage. So I have got to figure out something to do with these clowns. I'll come here with my angel. 4/4 and a 5/3 should kill each other. Oh, that's bad. All right, here's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to hold off on the angel. I don't want the angel to die. I'm going to try to take out the most aggressive creature, most powerful. So this 6/6 should absolutely destroy this 4/4 creature. However, I have a tactical advantage. +2/+2 temporarily. So I got brutalized by this demon and this crab. So I'm down to 4. However, my angel is alive. He's at 8. He has no flyers to defend. Oh, I love this card. Alright, so let's get this out of the way. Bam! We're all tied up at 4, folks. But here's what's fun. 5 mana gets me my Spiritual Guardian. 3/4 creature gives me 4 life when it hits the board. Alright, this guy's being real aggressive. So this is weird. Like, why are you attacking with a 1/5? It's not going to kill any of my creatures. So, like, I'm not going to take the bait. He might have something in his card, his hand, that might waste him outright. So I'm going to sacrifice my Spirit Guardian. 3/4 on a 5/3. So that's a good trade-off. And I'm going to take the 1. Alright, he had no tricks up his sleeve. At least that he used. So I survived his attack. I was able to kill his demon thanks to my Spiritual Guardian, Bartholomew. You're the best. And I'm going to come in with my angel and send this guy back to the netherworld.
I'm impressed.
From whence he came. Nicole Bolas, for all your tough talk. Alright, that's the tutorial, folks. The Wisp is happy.
That dragon better think twice before he tries messing with you again.
He better think twice. He better. Alright, that was it. That was, so you kind of go through this tutorial when you start an account. MTG, I love this app. It's fantastic. You can play on the phone. It's super easy. And then they give you a bunch of free pre-made decks that you can play with just to get better, to practice against, like, bots. If you got friends, you can, like, link up online and play against them. So it's pretty fun, you know. And in terms of this stuff, like, there's a million other features, different types of ways you can play. I won't get into all that. I just wanted to show you all the basics because it's a really fun game, and once you start playing, you'll pick up on it really fast. And this does a really great job of just telling you what you can do, what you can't do, what you can cast, what you can play, and what you can't play. It's so much easier than we were trying to learn this in the old analog days before the internets. So for those that thought this was pretty cool, check it out. It's free to download, and I have a lot of friends who don't spend a dime. I'm a sucker, so like I play in all the different like formats, sealed deck formats, which means you get 6 packs, and then you try to make the best 40 card deck from all the cards you get in 6 15 card booster packs. There's a draft format, which is 8 players. Each of you have 3 15 card packs, and you pass them around and take whatever card you want. If you ever play fantasy football, doing a fantasy football draft, it's the same way. And then you try to go to battle, using that sort of that kind of a debt. Or you can show up here and you can compete for rankings and be invited to tournaments worldwide by constructing your own 60 card deck with cards that you've collected or bought or whatever else, and then go against other players. And they have a ranking system, and you can be you can qualify for tournaments and invitationals, and like you can win money. Like it's nuts. And so the producer that I had on Dead Zone, this guy Tark, confusing, mashing his first name and last name, but Tark is he was an actor in our film, and he is a producer as well. He actually runs a Magic the Gathering trading card business. Like he goes all around the world and buys collections. You would not believe some of the value of some of these cards, because these tournaments, like I say, like have $1 million prize purses. Some of the old cards that were so powerful because the game wasn't really that balanced yet. If you go and look like a video on YouTube called the Black Lotus video, like pulling a Black Lotus out of a pack. So it's like an ancient set from like 1992. There's a card called a Black Lotus, which is so powerful and so like revered for players because it gives them such a distinct advantage that I think it's worth mint $40,000 basically. Like down payment on a nice house is the value of this card. There's this video of this dude on YouTube who like spent I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of dollars for like a booster pack, which is all random cards in a pack from like 1992, hoping he'd pull a Black Lotus. And so he had like latex gloves on. He was being extra careful not to get fingerprints on it, and he pulled one, and he's like freaking out, and you can see his hand shaking in the camera. He's all excited. He probably sold that for $40,000-$50,000. So the aftermarket stuff is crazy. And I get together with friends in LA still, and we play in person because this is all digital, and you get to keep all the digital cards that you buy here, but you can also play with physical cards, which is really fun to be in person playing these games and collecting the cards and just kind of holding it in your hand, old school. So anyway, I hope to bring you more. Maybe I'll do a part 2 where I can kind of dive into some of these pre-made decks they give you, maybe some multicolor decks like a white and green deck, and just kind of watch you look at the stuff unfold in real time. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. I'll say hi to everybody now, and I'll throw this up on YouTube. Hopefully people dig it and are encouraged to check out some Magic the Gathering on their own, and check it out. It's a lot of fun, and the cool thing is you can play online anywhere in the world. I know I got Sean Jarvis, Huxel. Y'all know him, y'all love him. He got back into Magic, and so we're linked up. We haven't been able to play yet, but we'll try to get some games in here online and play against each other and stuff like that too. So anyway, let me know what you thought. I'm gonna chat with y'all for a little bit. I'll have this video up on YouTube if you're ever curious, or have friends who've ever been curious what the hell Magic even is. It's massive. It's so massively popular now. I can't even wrap my head around it. And I've just played it on and off for years when I have the time. Every 3 to 4 months they have a new set of cards that they release with different themes. Like they just in the past year released 2 Dungeons and Dragons themes Magic card sets, which I've been obsessed with. They have different worlds like Innistrad, which is very gothic horror, werewolves and vampires and stuff. They have stuff that focuses on like kind of the ancient East and like samurais, stuff that's focused on, desert themes or Norse mythology themes. It's really, really fun, like how much they've built out these universes. And the one that they have now is called Dominaria United, that I'm pretty having a pretty good time with playing with a lot of this sort of stuff. So maybe I'll do some live plays here, and you can watch me I don't know, fail a lot of the times, struggle quite a bit of the time. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. I know this was a bit of a surprise, but I just wanted to get one of these made and in the book so I could get up on YouTube so people could be introduced to the hobby should they be so interested. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll kind of cut our official tutorial off there, and I will chat with you now.